What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Tuesday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about market cap and what's it going to take to get the price of this to that, and what's it going to take to get the price of this to that. Can you do a video with a math? Someone asked us today, and I'm like, I'm actually not sure I can. I don't know how accurate it's going to end up. You could go and get a sum and an equation, a formula, and do the equation and add the numbers, but are you getting the circulating supply right? It's not a constant. There's a lot of factors to consider, basically. So, on October the 14th this year, there was an article released about a Fidelity report about the market cap, and Bitcoin's market cap could surpass 1 trillion. Now, people on the YouTube and Facebook have mentioned a YouTube video talking about XRP getting to 5,000 per coin. Again, people's going to be like, but there's not enough money in the world. I mean, shut up. It's about value, creating new value, not money. So Fidelity published a report last week, bear in mind this was October, focused on Bitcoin's role as an alternative investment and how investing in BTC can help institutions diversify and eliminate risk relating to traditional asset classes. The report reveals positive benefits for hypothetical portfolios holding Bitcoin versus only traditional assets. Portfolios containing BTC outperform the competition in every scenario, highlighting the opportunity for institutional investors who take the leap into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's $2 trillion market potential. Observations about the value locked in traditional assets and Bitcoin revealed exciting conclusions for crypto. According to the report, if Bitcoin manages to capture just 5% of the current alternative investments market, it would gain $670 billion in market cap, in addition to its current $210 billion capitalization. Capturing 10% of the alternative investment market would result in a gain of 1.3 trillion to the market cap. Fidelity estimates that Bitcoin could gain a portion of the bond market, given its historically low yields, in addition to the alternative asset market, with just 1% of the bond market flowing into BTC. The cryptocurrency could gain an incremental 500 billion in addition to the market capitalization in addition to the market capitalization of the alternative investment market. In the most optimistic scenario predicted by Fidelity, Bitcoin could achieve a market capitalization of 2 trillion, roughly 10 times what it is now. Considering the growth in the BTC supply from mining in such a scenario, a single Bitcoin would trade at about $100,000. Now, the $2 trillion market cap sounded high, didn't it? Sounded high, that, didn't it? That is fucking high. $1,000 BTC. That don't sound as high. Can you see where market cap and the price of a token or coin or asset, whatever you want to say, can actually create a broad gap in someone's mind? You can say to one person, like, Bitcoin's probably going to be 100k by the end of 2023. They'd be like, yeah, that it. Say to another person, yo, Bitcoin's going to have a 2 trillion market cap by the end of 2023. For like, oh shit, really? You think? Oh, I think it could hit like 100 grand a coin, but 2 trillion market cap. And they're clearly just not doing the maths in the red, right? Know what I mean? But again, it comes to circulating supply, what's in the order books, what's actually available. So BTC, it carries on. BTC hedges against traditional finance. The report also covers common arguments about Bitcoin's correlation to the S&P 500 index, gold, and other traditional asset classes. Regarding correlation, the report reads, in the past, Bitcoin has experienced brief periods of elevated correlations with particular assets, including gold and equities, but the relationships break down over longer time horizons. Interesting. Over the 5 years observed, Hutoria noted a long-term correlation between BTC and other asset classes does not exist. Saying Bitcoin's correlation to other assets from January 2015 to September 2020 is an average of 0.11, indicating there is almost no relationship between the returns of Bitcoin and other assets. Correlations fall within the range of -1 to 1. A correlation of 1 indicates a perfect positive correlation. It's easy to bundle correlation and causation to events happening in a short period on a micro scale. Retail and institutional investors regularly fall victim to psychological fallacies that lead to poor investment decisions. For example, selling the cryptocurrency when the S&P 500 loses value, suggested the report. Time will tell if institutional investors respond to this report, if they decide to buy some Bitcoin's 21 million possible coins. And current cryptocurrency holders would stand to gain. Institutions could use Bitcoin to diversify and hedge against adverse conditions in traditional finance, assuming crypto assets are indeed uncorrelated to the rest of the market. However, Fidelity warns that as more institutions enter Bitcoin, the potential for it to remain an asset for diversification will diminish. This was October. Kind of the start of the turnaround. You know, when the PayPal came out and news like this comes out and something else comes out, forward noting on decent bull run, we're near all-time highs with Bitcoin. I know we're not now today, unless something drastic happened last night. Well, I've not been lucky. $2 trillion is low. I need people to understand this. $2 trillion is low when you're considering global value. Global value. Like everyone knows that the Bank of England's, what's the Bank of England, like 600 billion a day? So the Bank of England processes 600 billion a day. How much money does the Bank of England process? How much money does the Bank of England process? A day? I mean, it's actually the UK RTGS system. I probably shouldn't have put the Bank of England. I should have put the UK RTGS system. Does the UK RTGS system. Existing RTGS system, now 21 years old, may not meet the needs of the banks and payment providers of the future, but it still settles an average of 500 billion pounds. So in dollars, it will be 600 billion. I just want to point now. 600 and something, won't it? In a day. 500 billion in a day. What was Swift? 5 trillion. How much money does Swift transfer a day? According to the US Treasury, Swift handles around 5 trillion per day, or given about 250 business days per year, about $1.25 quadrillion a year. Similarly, Chips handles around 400 trillion per year. Fedwire handles around 900 trillion per year. Most of the latter two arrive out of Swift messages, though. But 5 trillion per day, and people really gonna come at me and like a trillion's high, and 2 trillion market cap for the whole crypto market. 2 trillion market cap would be low, in my opinion. I'm waiting for it to hit 10 trillion, 20 trillion, 100 trillion. I'm not fucking joking. Do people know how much a quadrillion is? It's 1,000 trillion. That's what's moved around the world in a year. It's almost the total value of the world. Like everything of value that's been given value. Might be something somewhere else that's not tracked, it's not logged. Someone considers it valuable, but the system doesn't, because the system doesn't know about it. Forget shit like that. We're talking actual value of the fucking planet, from everything to cash to gold, commodities, products, the lot, all the way to the derivatives and bonds, between 500 trillion and 1.2 quadrillion. Swift pushing 1.25 quadrillion dollars a year. I mean, 5 trillion a day. I mean, it's hard on one hand to say 500 billions, fuck all. What? 500 billions, fuck all. $500 billion to 5 trillion. A trillion is 1,000 billion. I mean, I'm not trying to teach people to suck eggs if they're idiots or anything, but I just want to make sure people know how you actually get to them numbers. If you have 1, gets to 10, gets to 100, yeah, and gets to 1,000. So what's 1,000 thousands? It's a million, eh? 1,000 millions is a billion. 1,000 billions is a trillion. 1,000 trillions is a quadrillion. 1,000 quadrillions is a... What actually is it? A quintillion? Is it quint? No, sextillion after that. Quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion. There's 97 more rows, mate. Really? Really? 97 more rows. Are you taking a piss? Mate. I suppose they had to do that to count stars and shit, didn't they? But that's... 1,000 thousands a million, 1,000 millions a billion, 1,000 billions a trillion, 1,000 trillions a quadrillion, 1,000 quadrillion is a quintillion, 1,000 quintillion is a sextillion, 1,000 sextillion is a septillion, 1,000 septillion is an octillion, 1,000 octillion would be a nonillion, 1,000 nonillion would be a decillion, and we're now at 10 to the power of 33. 33 zeros. Man, you got to be shitting me. The last one for the curious is a centillion, and it's 10 to the power of 303. 10 with 303 fucking zeros, mate. Have you seen that list? That's a list of the numbers, man. 1,000 million, billion, trillion, it tells it all, my days. Yeah, so when you start talking in trillions and quadrillions, a billion becomes extremely fucking small, doesn't it? I know a billion isn't a small number, it just becomes a small number next to a trillion and quadrillion. Just like a pound is fuck all next to a grand. This is the gap. You're talking about a grand. If someone's at a table playing with a grand and they're like, yo, this shit's worth a grand, and someone comes over and is like, yeah, I've got a nugget, me, mate. I've got a pound. I've got a pound here, me, mate. I've got a pound. I must be like, go the fuck away with your quid, you fucking dickhead. You fucking pound. This is a grand game, G. Fuck off. That's how billionaires will look at millionaires. Because the billionaires got the grand, and the millionaires got the pound. And then when they reach trillionaires, it'll be how a trillionaire looks at a billionaire, because the trillionaire will have the grand, while the billionaire's got the pound. Millionaire's on 10p then. It's got fucking a penny, mate. It's got a penny, mate. Yeah, you know what I'm getting at with that length, with that sizing jump in value. When you're talking about trillions and quadrillions, it just gets ridiculous. So let's just wait for the market cap to breach 1 trillion. It's then 1,000 billion. And then we're looking at 10 trillion, and we'll go from there. And it ain't just Bitcoin, it's the whole market. But I'm telling you, by 2025, some people are going to be like, oh shit, it's worth that now. It's worth that now. Regardless of what happens before then. So you know the dance. Invest in yourself, invest in the internet of value. Turn your hobbies into revenue as soon as you can. Yeah, wishing health and happiness to you and yours. You know the dance. You know the dance. We love crypto. We love the internet of value. And we love you. Until the next one, peace.